Hi. So my question is that in human psychology, you have people who have multiple personality disorders. So if through virtual reality, we start engaging with multiple unembodied personalities or avatars, what are the psychological consequences of this, and how does that have to be managed when developers are working on virtual reality?
Yes. No, I can see that this is a really interesting question. As I'm not a psychologist, I'm just afraid I can't answer it, but it's certainly worth looking into.
But in the technology itself,
Right.
is there some sort of because you can also be, say, interacting with neuroscientists and other, brain developing, research. Is there a way of building it? Like, is there a way of detecting at what stage is there a possibility that people might slip into that zone, in a dangerous zone? Like, is there a kind of control mechanism that will be inbuilt in the future? Because I can imagine like people across the world from all different psychological makeups and backgrounds are going to be using this, including maybe adolescents.
Yeah,
So
sure.
what kind of, as a technical person, like what kind of filters can be kind of built into this process?
Yeah, I think, again, a good question. I would need to understand kind of research in this area better. So, I mean, how is this currently diagnosed? I mean, if you just focus on the pure technical aspect of it, so we can track basically what people are doing in a virtual environment. So we can track their behavior. We can track eye movement. So I don't know if it's possible to infer anything from that. Other than that, I mean, you would need to combine it with probably wearables. So you could look into heart rate, sweat stuff. So again, I would need to understand kind of how you can possibly diagnose this, but I'm pretty confident you may be able to combine it in some way or form, and then can combine it with a virtual experience as well.
Right. And also related topic. So question that, like, say somebody who has lost sensation in his hands.
Yes.
Okay, and you're kind of through virtual reality helping him experience what is it like to hold a glass. So when you do such experiments, do you record any sort of like firing up of any neurons in a different part of the brain or something, which, because their main neurons which relate to touch have obviously got deactivated for whatever reasons. But has any sort of research been done on the reverse engineering part where you are giving a simulation of touch? And is there a firing up of any neurons? Has that been done?
Not sure. Again, it's not my field.
Okay.
So I would need to look into it, or encourage maybe you to look into it. Yeah.
And one last question is based on a question which actually a statement which you mentioned, is that in virtual reality, classical physics doesn't apply anymore. And I found that very, very interesting. So have we, in a sort of sense, mind-hacked classical physics to experience, other realities? Because in your mind, you are experiencing a world in a conscious state, not like in a dreamlike state or a subconscious state, where you're actually experiencing other physics, where you can, have quantum teleportation or whatever. So I find that idea very intriguing.
It is,
so are we actually playing with a different kind of physics already? Not physically in our embodied avatar, but with our social avatars or whatever, with virtual reality.
Yeah, potentially. So potentially. It's an interesting thought, isn't it? And I think we need to do more research to understand it better. Yeah?
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.